Hello everyone. In this section, we are going to discuss about few globally available entities in Node.js. In the browser, we have a global object called window, and in Node.js, we have a similar global object named global itself. Let me show you one simple example. I will use the console log statement, and inside this, I'll just try to display what is a global. I will save this and run the file. The file name is glb. So when I run, as you see that there are many methods, the functions, properties and objects you can see, like set interval, set timeout, all such methods we have here. These are part of the global object. In the browser, these same methods are part of the window object, but here in Node.js, we have the global object which contains these methods. When I say a global object, there are many global objects available. For example, one commonly used global object is module, which we tried in one of the previous session where we wrote module.exports. So module is also a global object in Node.js. So I can say console log module, and we'll just run this code. So this also has few properties and methods. As we go deep in this series, we will learn many global objects. But in this section, I would like to discuss two variables globally available named __ dir name, that is the directory name, and file name. I will show you the practical example. I'll say console log __ dir name and file name. I'll just save this and run the code. The dir name returns the name of the current directory or modules folder along with the path in which it is running, whereas __ file name returns the file name with the entire path, as you can see in the output. I am also discussing one more important global object available in Node.js environment, and that is the process object. Now when I say a global object, that also means you don't need to use the require method to import that module. It is available in Node.js program, being globally available. Certainly if you are willing to import such modules, for example, you can write const obj is equal to require process, which is a global object, but you do not need that. So coming back to the process object, it contains current Node.js process details and also give control over that process. Let's check a program practically where I will use process object to handle the command line arguments. If you do not know, then let me explain first what is command line arguments. For example, when you write npm install -g express to install the Express framework globally, you are actually passing these command line arguments. The argv is maintained in Node.js for handling the argument. Process has this argv, which is an array, and it allows you to have access to arguments at the command line. So now I am creating a program where user is allowed to pass an argument at the command line, and the program will say hello to the passed argument. First of all, I am going to say process.argv. Right now this is the fixed keyword, that is the array actually, which gives us all the arguments. Because it is like an array, that means I can say process.argv of 2. Why am I saying 2? I am coming to that point in a moment. I will say node glb.js. The first console log says that it is an array, a complete array, where you have first element as the node and the second element is this one. So this becomes the 0th element of argv, and this becomes the first element. Assume that you have one more parameter. For example, I say hello. Now if you run this, then you have an array of 3 elements, that is the node exe, the glb.js, that is the file name, and the hello, which was an additional argument. So you have access to arguments like this. Now, as I mentioned earlier that we want to show that we need to display hello to the argument which is passed. What we can do? We can simply add hello at this place, and I will join it with the argument whichever is passed on the command line. Let's say I will give a name, for example, Nirmal. Then it says hello Nirmal. This actually is very useful. At the moment we are just trying to understand the functionality of it, but the command line argument, if you are planning to create a utility which has various command line arguments, like we have -g, then -- save with npm, all such functionalities are possible because the developer of npm has dealt with the command line arguments. You can also create your own command line argument programs. In such situation, this process.argv will be very useful for you. Let's check one more practical example. The process object has an on method where you can execute events related to the ongoing process. Assume that you want to execute some code before exit of the application. Let's check this through program. I'm going to write console log first line, then I'll say process.on. Now this takes two parameters. First is what do you want to do on a specific stage of a process. Let's say I want the stage called before exit, and what I want to do is I want to execute a function. I'm just displaying a line that this line is before exit. Now look at this code. After this I'm writing another line saying second line. Now as you see in the sequence of the code, we have first line first, of course. This is a second console log and this one is the third console log. But because here we are handling this on an event called before exit of this process, it means when the code is ending, when this module ends, at that time it is going to execute. So ideally the output will be first line, second line. You may have more code, and then before the exit of this code is coming in the picture, at that time this will be executed. Let me save this and we run the code. I'll say node glb.js. Now you see this first line, second line, and then we have the before exit. The way we have before exit, we have other events also, like exit itself, that is at the time of exiting this process, what you want to do. So process is one of the object which can help you to have access. You can control the process which is ongoing by that module which is executed at that moment. As we go deeper in the series, we will have more practical example of process object. But at the time, I just wanted to mention what global object is, the behavior of global objects in Node.js, and just a know-how of process object and command line arguments, etc.